Summer Spider-Man continues. In Summer Spider-Man is a series where I am talking about every Spider-Man movie, not necessarily a review of them, but scenes I love from each one that make the movie work or stand out, or a particular moment that really sticks out to me as a gem, even in a Spider-Man movie I don't necessarily like. In the case of this one, I love this movie, but regardless, it's just talking about the stuff you appreciate from each one. All in the honor of build up to Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now let's continue with talking about still, I think, some stuff from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. What a classic for a reason. I love this movie. And there are several scenes that really exemplify why, like there's moments in Spider-Man that I really appreciate that Sam Raimi and David Koepp bring in, and David Koepp as a screenwriter really bring in, where you get to highlight the layers of the character that work before getting directly the Spider-Man narrative necessarily. Because first you get the first half of the movie, or at least the first good chunk of it, is Peter Parker developing, getting his powers, learning how to want to get a car from it, and going to try to use his powers for a selfish reason over necessarily doing it to save people. And you get to explore that a bit when he was wanting to earn that money, and then he gets into the argument with Uncle Ben. It's all great, but one scene that really stands out, it's not the car scene, excellent scene, but the moment after Uncle Ben's passing, but right after his graduation, Peter Parker's graduation of high school, before he goes into being Spider-Man. I love that scene. It's such a quiet, intimate moment that stands out as different from the rest of the film, which is usually a bit bombastic and more comic booky and zany. That first Spider-Man movie is very much relishing in its cheese for better. And but that is one scene where you just kind of quiet down for a second and sit with the characters. And it's the moment where Peter Parker is in his room after the graduation. He comes home and he's just sitting there lamenting, thinking about Uncle Ben. And he's crying, he's tearing up, and then Aunt May walks in, sits next to him, and all Peter says is, "I really missed him today." There's so many good moments in the first Spider-Man movie that have simplicity in its dialogue. Dialogue that just, it's simple, effective, it works, it hits, and it gets to the point without overcomplicating itself. There's so many great lines in Spider-Man, I think that's one of them. And other examples that come to mind are when Uncle Ben's like, "I know, I'm not your father," and Peter's like, "Stop pretending to be." It's harsh, you feel the harshness in that. And it's simple and effective. This movie's really good at that, but this scene in particular, when he says, "I really missed him today," just really hits home the whole point of Spider-Man and Peter Parker. He learned his greatness from Uncle Ben. He learned who to be as a hero from Aunt May and Uncle Ben as a duo. And having one gone, but the other half still there to still be that guiding word, that kindness on his shoulder, that hand to lend to him, is so beautiful. And I love how this movie, while you don't live in the shoes of Peter Parker and Aunt May too much in it, it does such a good job at giving you an idea of it quickly and efficiently. Aunt May gives Peter some kind words. Peter Parker thinks about, with great power comes great responsibility, the words of Uncle Ben as well. And then he makes his suit and he's Spider-Man. We skip straight to it and see him as Spider-Man working in New York. It's a great contrast from quiet, intimate scene between Peter and Aunt May to remind us of what this is about, going straight into here's our hero now making his big screen debut. And it's all the best. I love that moment. It's such a clean moment that really illustrates who Spider-Man is as a character, while establishing the stakes of who he was before he became Spider-Man from losing Uncle Ben, establishing now he's in a new world, he's in a new way of life, and does a great job at catching you up on the character with that montage that follows, seeing how people are reacting to Spider-Man's existence. It's such a great, cohesive 1, 2, 3 hit punch of getting us into the character and knowing what he's about. It feels stripped right from a comic book panel, the way it transitions into the moment he's Spider-Man and swinging, the way it looks. It's just everything about Sam Raimi's original Spider-Man really laments itself in its comic book fun and feel. It really feels like a living, breathing page turner in a way. You turn a page, you see this shot that feels like a frame brought to life and drawn. With its cheesiness, with its zaniness, for better and worse, for depending on who you're talking to. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1 still filled with classic moments of the webhead that I just love to this day. Guys, what is your favorite scene from the original Spider-Man movie? And what is your favorite Spider-Man movie in general, leading up to Spider-Man Brand New Day? Thank you so much for watching Spider-Man Reviews. Summer Spider-Man's here. Leave a like, leave a comment. Come talk about movies with us. Come talk about stories with us. See you next time.